Hey gang, welcome to another episode of Talking eBay. What's going on, everyone? Thanks for tuning in. This is another podcast we're talking about. I'm talking about what should I sell on eBay. This is live, so you can go ahead and ask a question in the chat, and I will answer them for you. So, what should I sell in 2023? That seems to be a big subject matter. People just don't know what to sell. How should I find things? What should I do? Things like that. So, it's all about finding the right items. But if you're not sure what to do, definitely get out there and just look at your house. Look around your house, see what you have, see what's going on, and just look around. Look around the house, look around, see what you have. Go into the cabinets, look at the kids' toys. Instead of having a yard sale, put it on eBay. That's what it's about. So, a lot of people just don't, I get confused. They get just like thrown off, what do you do? How do I start? How do I start doing this? And that's really what it's about. So I'm here to help you and just walk you through a little bit about what you should do. Don't be overwhelmed. So we are doing this live. We're doing a live podcast right now. So if you have a question, go ahead and put it in the chat. We're here to help you and just to help you grow on eBay. So Talking eBay, what is this show? So this show is all about helping you to just start your eBay adventure. Okay, so if you're looking for a side hustle, trying to make some extra money, anything at all, this is what this channel is all about. So I started this channel about 6 months ago, and I just kind of played with it a little bit. So I really got a little bit more serious with it, and I really wanted to just niche down and help people specifically with their eBay challenges, and that's what it's about. So if you have trying to find out how to start, what do I find to sell? Where do I find these items to sell? Do I go to a thrift store? Do I go to a yard sale? Do I go to an estate sale? Do I sell my old stuff? Do I ask my friends and family? So there's so many different reasons, like, what do I do? How do I do it? So yes, sell anything, look in your house. That's the first piece of advice I'm going to give you. Look at the kids' toys. I'm sure they've outgrown their toys by now. So, look at that, pull them out, do some quick research, check out all the resources on my channel. It'll teach you where to find things, how to find the right keywords, what is it worth, things like that. So first thing you do is take a couple of photos, make a listing, send it up there, and you'll be surprised. eBay's making it very, very easy for you to sell. Take advantage of it, okay? And it's always good to start out, especially when you're starting out in the beginning. You have a lot of restrictions on your account, different things like that. So you want to build up some feedback. You want to build up just to get established with the platform. How to sell things, how to list things, how to communicate with people, what to do, things like that. That's what some of that stuff's all about. So that's what Talking eBay is all about, and that's what I'm here to help you with, all that transition. So that's so if you have any questions, we are doing a live podcast right now. So if you have any questions in the chat, go right ahead. And if it's a replay, I'll try to answer them as best as I can as they come in. I do appreciate that, and that's really what it's about today. I'm just gonna check this right now just to make sure I am broadcasting. Yes, it is live. Perfect. I can see it. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Hopefully everybody can hear me. Let me double check my audio here. Okay, perfect. Okay, so that's what it's all about. So it's all about learning, understanding the process, just really going through everything and learning all about. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Yeah, so get into it. Look around your house, see what you have. Go and just take some photos, take some pictures of the item, put them on eBay. Get yourself established. That's what you want to do. Get yourself established, and then start from there. And then you sell a few things, and you start rolling. Once you get one thing going, you get another thing rolling, and then that's all about learning to sell what you want on eBay. So definitely go around the house, learn, listen, go around, see what's cooking, and you'd be surprised how much stuff you have in your home. It doesn't really matter what it is. There's so much stuff out there today. It's ridiculous. So you can go around to the kids' toys. I think that's like the biggest thing. If you have young children, they outgrow their clothes. They outgrow their toys. Look in the cabinets. Old tools you don't want anymore. Things like that. There's so many different things that you can find that you can sell. I mean, it's an endless amount of stuff out there. If you want to go to yard sales, you can. But definitely start out at home. Go slow. Get some feedback. That's another good key trick. You want to get the feedback. You want to be able to really, have that feedback given to, and start growing your your reputation. You want people to be trust with you, get some feedback, things like that. That's how eBay kind of works. It's all about the feedback system, and they're really good about it. So they'll protect you, they'll back you up. A lot of people are afraid. It's not like the other platforms that sell everything and everybody returns. With eBay, you have a lot of protection. People really, really care about you at eBay. Like I said, I've been selling on eBay since 1999. Started out selling Beanie Babies, Pokemon cards, and things of that nature. And if I knew what the Pokemon cards were going to be worth, I would have kept them all, but I didn't know. But it's just what it is. Pokemon cards took off. But that's what I did, and that was it. And I did that. It was really just learning and starting out, and we had to use photos. There was no photos. We used chat. It was just so barbaric compared to today. Today, it's super easy. Take a photo, use your smartphone. You can upload the photos with your smartphone. You can do video now. You can add video. You can do all kinds of really, really cool stuff. So that's what it's about. So my suggestion to you, and this is just, excuse me, my advice is just get out there. Don't be afraid. List 1 or 2 things. Get some feedback. List 4 or 5 things. It doesn't matter. Even if it's to break even, just to get that feedback, just to get established. Get your feet wet. Get out there and don't be afraid. And then once you build up a little confidence, you'll get more and more involved, and you'll become more and more comfortable with the process. And that's what it is. So definitely get out there, do your diligence, look in your house, and then list of products, and then easy to go from there. And then once you get going, once you get comfortable, then you can go to yard sales, and then you can go to estate sales. And now you're building up some confidence. Just be careful. It's easy to keep buying, and it's hard to sell. Remember this. This is a really good tip. Okay, guys. It's easy to buy. Buy. Everybody can buy. Anybody can buy anything. Everyone's a great buyer. But are you a great seller? So that's really where the rubber meets the road. I mean, I know people who have so much crap, and they have storage units full of crap because they're great buyers. But the problem is they're not great sellers. Why? They're too busy buying. They're not focusing on selling. You got enough stuff. You got enough already. Buy. You have enough. It's okay to have a few things. They call them death piles. God forbid you can't get out. Pandemic. Here's an example, right? So the pandemic, nobody could go out. I get it. And yeah, those death piles made a huge difference. Yeah, I get that. But at the end of the day, it's like, a lot of people stopped buying because they were afraid to spend money in the beginning, and then they had more money coming in, and they spend more money. It was crazy. And I'm just as guilty. I'm doing it now. I'm online. I'm buying all kinds of crap. And I don't need any more stuff. I have enough. But you do get caught up with the buy. It's really kind of scary. So I'm stopping myself. I'm going to list what I have. I bought a bunch of stuff. I put them on Facebook. I've sold a lot of stuff on Facebook very recently. And that's a great resource. So once you learn, okay, now listen to this. Now, once you learn how to list an item, then you got to learn, okay, well, if I can do this here, I can do it on Poshmark. I can do it on Craigslist. I can do it on Facebook. You basically repeat exactly the same process over and over. And that's kind of the idea behind that. So now you're learning how to list. You're learning the right keywords. You're learning the language. You're learning how to deal with people, questions, things like that. So it's really a buildup over time to really build the confidence of running your own business. And that's another big part of running an eBay business is learning how to talk to people, how to manage people. There's local pickup. There's so many different things with selling online. I've listed like 5 things in the last week and a half, 2 weeks, and I've sold most of them on Facebook. I didn't have to ship it. I didn't have to pay fees on it. I didn't do anything on it. I just listed it because you're getting more comfortable with how to list things. You're getting more comfortable with the details. You're learning how to buy, right? It's all about the buy because you make money. Remember that you always make money on the buy, not on the sell, because if you don't buy right, it's not good. I just picked up, if you saw my last episode, how to pack that beautiful mid-century modern clock. Check out the episode on my channel, how to pack large items. That's a huge mid-century modern clock from 1960s. It's huge, 3 feet tall, 3 feet long. So I listed it and boom, I already got an offer on it. I had to sell it on eBay, but it took me time to pack it. So I made a video how to pack a large item. So watch that video if you're not sure. Give you some tips, give you some ideas about shipping large items. Don't be afraid of large items. If I told you that you could buy something for $3, $6 and sell it for $600, would you say, nah, I don't want to do that? Of course not. You're going to do that. And that's what I did. I found this clock for $6, not $3, $6, and I sold it for almost $600. Now, if I walked away and said, geez, it's just too big, I just can't do that, I'm afraid, I lost myself. That's a lot of money you just lost. So don't be afraid of large items. Don't be afraid to take chance, but also you make your money on the buy. Remember that. So that's another really good tip. I want to just talk to you about that. But what you sell on eBay, basically your phone is your computer. Use that when you're out in your home. Look around the house. Look up staples. If you have old electronics you don't want anymore, look them up. You'd be surprised what things are worth today. Old VCRs are worth a fortune today. Old electronics. I just sold today an old vintage I think it was 1980 cassette deck. Cassette deck. I've had it downstairs like almost since 2020. What happened? It fell off Facebook. I forgot about it. It's sitting there. And I said, I forgot about this. Let me list this. I list this on eBay. The comp said it sells for about between $80 and $100 roughly. Because don't forget, you got to pay shipping on that, which is another $60. It's very heavy. So I put it on eBay. The next day, I got 7 offers on Facebook for $100. I took one. I just delivered it today. I forget what I paid for it. Not much, maybe $5 or $8. But those deals are out there. Don't be afraid to list them on Facebook, on Craigslist. Don't be afraid. If you want to sell clothes on Posh, sell on Posh. Don't be afraid to get involved on the social media e-commerce kind of platforms today, because that's where it's going, guys. That's where it's going, and you have to follow along. Let me tell you something. I'm a firm believer. If you don't change, you're going to fail. If you don't pivot, you're going to lose. You have to be involved and you have to make the changes. People are stubborn. Oh, I don't want to do that. Oh, I don't believe eBay is doing this to me. I'm not going to do that. There's so many haters out there because they don't like change. Change is for a reason, okay? There's a reason for change. So when it comes to like Amazon I used to be as Amazon saw. They've always changed their policy. You have to take returns back. You have to do this. You have to do that. And it's always for the customer's benefit, yes. But also with eBay, they also protect you as a seller. So don't be afraid. As long as you do your job correctly and watch my channel, you'll see all the different things that I tell you about learning, about shipping, about packaging, all that kind of stuff, how to take the photos, the proper descriptions, things like that. You can't go wrong. You won't go wrong. You won't lose. You will learn how to do this. And so don't be afraid. So don't pass up big things. Look in your house. Look around the house. So if you have any questions at all, leave them in the chat. Let me know and I'll get back to you. And I'm just doing this live podcast. This is just during the day, or an afternoon. And I just want to and this is going to be in the replay, so you can just listen to this anytime you want to. It's all about taking the chance. A lot of people are afraid. People are always afraid to take the chance. It's like, oh yeah, I'm not sure if I want to do that. I don't want to sell on eBay. Oh, I don't want to do this. I don't want to meet anybody in public. I'm getting nervous. You know what? Don't be nervous. People are people. Okay, meet them in a public place. I always meet everybody in a public place when I'm going to sell something in person. It's always during the day, and it's always at a very busy area. That's what I do. It doesn't really matter. Person said to me, oh, I want to see if it works. Well, I make a video of it. I always make a video if it's something that's very complicated that I want to show. And I'll show that video, and I'll say, here's the link to the video. This is the actual product that you can see it. And 99.9% of the time, they are satisfied with that. Oh, great. Thanks so much. I'll meet you at this time. Boom, boom, boom. And you're done. Make the sale, and everything works perfectly. So that's what I do. So that's one tip I have for you. So make videos if you're not sure, things like that. So always don't be afraid. That's really, a lot of people are just nervous. Get out there, look in your house. That's the first thing there is. There's all kinds of stuff in your house. There's tools, there's toys, old electronic, old tech, old stereos, maybe your grandmother, maybe your cousin, whatever. Maybe you have some old stuff someone wants to get rid of. You can sell it, and you can make yourself a nice side hustle. I didn't say you're going to make a full-time business right away, but you can make a nice side hustle selling on eBay. So eBay is really cool because they really back you up. I really, really enjoy the eBay experience. I have nothing but good luck with them. And I've had some issues with sellers, with buyers in the past, with negative feedback and bad comments and returning broken things, whatever. eBay backs you up. They do. If you have an issue, they'll take care of it. If you have a restocking fee, they'll back you up. So they might take care of the customer on the back end, and that's up to eBay to do that because they want to satisfy you and the customer. So that's the difference between eBay and a lot of other platforms. They are very fair, and they really are very fair. And if you didn't pack it right, and you didn't take the right photos, and you didn't describe it correctly, you know what? Then your protection is very limited. You have to take it back, and you might lose. But if you do everything correctly, like I say in my videos, packing it, describing it, showing everything, every dent and every detail, it doesn't really matter. Then they don't have a leg to stand on. They could say, oh, you didn't tell me you had a dent in the top of the tape deck. Oh, yes, I did. Here's a photo right here. Photo number 3 shows a dent, and the description says there is a dent in the top. So if you have all this information here, it makes it harder for them to return it, and also that gives them the knowledge to know, okay, this is what it is, and I appreciate that. And they've never had a problem at all. You just don't. You cannot go wrong when you're honest and clear. And that's what it is. So when you're starting out with your eBay business and you're starting out, what should I sell? Pretty much anything you can find around the house. Everything pretty much has a value. I just bought some baseball cards the other day. Someone was talking to me into some baseball cards. They're worth $1 a piece. All right, but they're worth $1, right? So if I buy 5,000 baseball cards for $5, it's $5,000. Now you can do the work to put them on, but still the value is there. Now, is your time, labor worth the value? I don't know. We'll have to see how that turns out. Stay tuned to the channel. Hey, by the way, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you're enjoying these podcasts. They're just designed to just give you some information so you can just, listen to it while you're walking in the mall, or if you're in the car. That's why we're doing the podcast instead of the video, because I think you can really just hear this anywhere. And eventually we're going to take this podcast, we're going to go to Spotify and iTunes and all that kind of stuff. But right now we're just doing it on the YouTube platform, which I love. And if you're enjoying what you're hearing and you're enjoying my content, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Also, all notifications, turn those on so you'll be notified when the next podcast or video is ready to teach you a little bit about your journey on eBay. Now, if you have any questions at all, like I said before, leave in the chat anywhere. I'll get back to answer all my questions. So that's what I do, and that's how I handle it. I don't leave anybody in the lurch at all. I always help everybody on their eBay journey. So let's get back to the main question. So the main question was today on this podcast show, what should I sell on eBay in 2023? Well, again, we went over this. Pretty much anything. You got some old jewelry you want to sell. You got some vintage items. You got some old toys. Definitely sell those. You'd be surprised how much things are worth. You got some old Ninja Turtle stuff worth a fortune today. Some of these things are $600, $700, $800 in the box. You never know. See, the idea is to get out there and educate yourself, because education in the flipping business or the online retail business is really the key. I was out yesterday and I picked up I was in a Goodwill. No, Salvation Army. And I'm looking around, and usually this place is overpriced and crazy and just out of their mind. But this one item, it was 50% off a Customer Appreciation Day. Now, the reason why they had Customer Appreciation Day is because they're pricing everything too damn high. And that's why. So now they're learning that no one's in there. The store was empty. And usually the store is packed. I said, okay, and the other stores are all busy, and they're not. Why? They're overpricing. I don't care. You can't do that. You can't charge $75 for a pair of pants. I don't care who you are. I mean, it's $5. Give me a break. So, if everybody's going to make some money in the back end of this, everyone's benefiting, you and us. So if you start doing this, what happens? Your sale, their sales are plummeted. So now everything's on sale. They have a coupon, discount day, whatever. So I picked up an iRobot. Listen to this, an iRobot gutter. I didn't even know this even existed. A gutter cleaning thing. Cleans the gutters, right? You put this robot in the gutter, has a little auger, spins around, boom, boom, boom. It cleans the gutter, and this is fantastic. So I'm looking at it, I'm saying, it's probably broken. And it wasn't broken, so I took it all apart, and it actually powered up, and it worked. So that was great. So it was $30, but a Customer Appreciation Day was $15. Now that's a bargain. It's worth about $100, right? 100, 125, right around there. This robot's about 15, 20 years old, but it looks brand new. Literally, the auger was never taken out of the package. I'm not sure if they got another auger or if they got, but the remote control is a little sticky. But I'll say that. I'll say this remote control doesn't stay all the way down. I'm still going to get $100 for this because you can't find them in this condition. It's almost like brand new. But the remote control itself has a little button sticking, so I'll explain that. I'll show all that. But there's plenty of stuff out there to find. There's plenty of money to be made. So if you want to venture out, go right ahead. Use your smartphone. Learn about that. Look at the pricing, because don't forget, you make your money where? At the buy. That's right. So that's what it's all about. It's all about learning. It's all about education. It's all about talking eBay, selling, shipping, and listing. Now, this live podcast is something I'm trying to do more often, just to educate you and give you some information, just teach you a little bit about eBay, what's going on, and what you should do to learn on your eBay journey. So don't be afraid. Pick up your phone, go online, do the research, and list it. Don't be afraid. And I talk to a lot of people online. Well, yeah, I'm going to do it. And they never do it. So once you do it, once you're used to it, it becomes easier and easier. You just got to keep listing and listing and listing. Maybe you'll get a basic store. Maybe you'll do some auctions, they give you some auctions you can try. So it's all about that. It's all about all kinds of cool information and I just love eBay. It's been great for me. So if you have any questions, like I said, leave in the chat, leave in the description down below. And And that's all you got to do. It's really that easy, guys. It really, really is that easy. So I'm just going to wrap it up pretty soon. Another 5 minutes is going to finish this just podcast. This is a live podcast. I'm going to try to do some more live ones in the future. So if you're around, log on in, come on in, say hello, and just chat with me. And I'd love to chat with you and help you on your journey. Because as we all know, when you want to learn something and you can talk to someone directly, that's really where the value is. I can give you all the information as much as possible, but you need to be on. I can talk to you back and forth, and we can just actually discuss what you want to do. So there's the chat right there. So if anybody has any questions on the chat, just like I said, leave it down below. And also I will do this will be on replay. So this will be on here forever. So if you have any other questions, this is Talking eBay. This is the podcast show. What should I sell on eBay in 2023? That's what this is about. This is all about that. So if you have any questions, leave it in the chat. This is what it's all about. And like I said, so if you're looking to grow your business, it's all about finding the right products, right? So yes, I find a lot of cool things. I found clocks that are worth $600. I found things that are worth $2,000 and $3,000 for $50 because I had my phone, I had the knowledge, and I had a little bit of experience. I've been doing this for a long time. A lot of it is you got to have a little bit of gut, a little bit of instinct too as well. So you get that instinct, you build up that confidence. You sell a couple things online, you get yourself 10, 12 feedback, you get yourself going on eBay, and you feel, geez, I'm doing really well. I'm understanding the process. I'm understanding how to do that. And it's all about that. It's all about learning. It's all about, it's definitely a process. I've been doing this for a long time, and I really I love the hunt. Everybody loves the hunt. Everybody likes to buy, like I said. But you got to learn to stop and you got to learn to sell, because sell takes a little bit longer than buying. Buying, you can buy a whole truckload of stuff in 5 minutes, but you got to sell it, right? And that's what it's all about. So I love to sell the stuff too. So I like to listen. I'm going to list this ARGA very soon. That'll be on my eBay account. I'm going to list a bunch of other things, some baseball cards. I'm going to go through some of those, learn about those. So, I've done this from a long time, starting out with selling things in my home. I really did. I sell some old electronics, old computer stuff. I said, I don't want this anymore. I'm going to put on this eBay thing. That's what this was back in the day in the 90s. Like, what is this? What is this eBay? What is that? No one even knew what that was. People were like, what? Even Amazon became popular. Someone says, what? Who wants to go in the Amazon? Like, nobody understood the process. No one understood how that works. But now these words are just ingrained in us. eBay, Amazon, Etsy, Facebook, Craigslist. Poshmark, Mercari, whatnot. There's all these huge platforms. People are on TikTok. Think about what's going on Facebook Live. There's so much going on. So this is all about that, right? This is all about this is all that. eBay is about the social media. It really is part of the social media, right? You're being social, you're engaging with communication, you're engaging with photos, you're engaging with text, you're engaging with selling and returns or whatever's going on. It's all about the same idea. The idea is to get involved. Don't be afraid. It's a great side hustle. You can make yourself an extra $400 or $500 every single month, extra money, just to go out there, go to some yard sales. You'd be surprised. That's really where a lot of the bread and butter is, in yard sales. Thrift stores, a little bit tougher. Estate sales are tough. But, if you're done in your house and you want to get to the next level, then go to yard sales. There's tons of stuff out there, guys. You can't buy it all. It's impossible. But you can buy a few things here and there. If you see something really cool, if you like a specific niche that you like, if you're a baseball card collector, if you love electronics, if you love old games, it doesn't matter. Old game pieces people like to buy. People buy old game pieces, Monopoly or Game of Life or whatever. You'd be surprised. When you start breaking down the niche within the niche, there's something for everybody who's looking online. Clock parts, old watches, it doesn't really matter. You name it, they pretty much will buy it all. So there's so much, and that's why eBay is so great, because it's a hodgepodge of so much stuff. And as well, car parts, huge business, car stuff, big business. So if you're a car guy, if you're at a junkyard, if you're a mechanic and you got old stuff, you can flip the stuff for big money. It's ridiculous what you can sell stuff for on eBay. It's nuts. So definitely don't be afraid. Take your passion and make money. That's what I'm going to tell you to do. Take your passion and make money. That's what I did, and I love to sell as an entrepreneur. If you want to become an entrepreneur, that's what you are. You're starting your entrepreneurship by selling on eBay. You're starting a business. You have a business name. What am I going to be? Who am I? Put a little blurb together about yourself. What you do, what you got to do for just general stuff, right? If you're a collector of old toys, I love old toys. People will connect with you. That's the social media of it, right? they'll follow you. eBay has that. They can follow you. They can just, see what you're doing. Every time something new gets posted, they'll get notification. There's a lot of ways this can work in your favor. So definitely get out there. Look in your house. Start out first with a couple old toys. Put them on. Doesn't really matter if you make a little bit of money. Make sure you get the shipping down right. Make sure you get everything correct, because you don't want to get a bad taste. You got to make sure you do the homework first. Check my channel. Check all the videos on this channel. I give you a lot of information about shipping, about sizes, about how to price things, the tools to use. eBay gives you so many tools now. It's unbelievable how much information eBay has for you. And I'm just going to give you an example. So let me see if I can pop open something real quick here. Let me see if I can get a page open. 1 minute. Please hold. Please talk among yourselves. Let's see if I can do this. Nope, that's not what I want to do. Let's trash that. Okay. Sorry about that. I just wanted to give you... Okay. Let's see if that works. No, it's not working. All right, I apologize. I'm gonna get this straightened out. This is my first time doing a live with OBS, so I'm just trying to figure everything out. But definitely, it's the way to go. I mean, don't be afraid. Give things a chance, and you'll be surprised how much money you can make. I'm gonna do a live tutorial on selling using eBay tools to do the resources, to do the searching. I'm gonna get that all straightened out and get that all figured out so we can do that live together. So I'm gonna try to do these lives once a month. For podcasting, the live, then I'll do some other podcasting as well, some broadcast podcasting, just get it out there so you can see exactly what I'm doing, and then you can learn from me. You can ask me questions live, and then maybe we can do a chat together, and we can do all kinds of cool things to learn to get you into the next level of selling on eBay. So that's what it's about. All right, guys, so this is what the episode is today. It's Talking eBay, the podcast show. That's what this is. And what should I sell on eBay in 2023? And that is the big question of the day. So yes, if you have anything at all, list it. Don't be afraid. I mean, something's not worth anything, of course, but if you have like jewelry, if you have some old rings, some sterling silver, do the comps, do the research, put it on, list it, take some photos, give a right description, and you can't go wrong. And that's really all I have for you today. I really appreciate your time. This is like a 20-25 minute, just a quick podcast. I wanted to just give you some food for thought and give you some motivation so you can succeed, because you can do it. I promise you. All right, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and share the video. Yes, I appreciate that. And I'll see you at the next episode of Talking eBay. I appreciate your time as always, and have a great day.